Welcome back to what Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 Premium SPG, and it's located on the north spawn of Malinovka encounter, and it's under the command of Running Hawk. Game started. Well, 105mm light field howitzer built on the hull of a Char B1, which has been converted by the Germans, so it becomes a B2. And it's also known as Fifi La Pew Pew, or a leFH, or a leaf blower, or a leFH, or, well, many other names, but most of them are rude. And Running Hawk is aiming, looking for a target. Nobody turned up yet. An encounter battle. Yes, we don't see many of those nowadays. Mostly just standard battles, or skirmishes, or ranked battles. Not many encounters. Now, I expect the enemy to be spotted up the hill, and they have been already. Yes, a few enemy tanks have made their way up there. This is a tier 7 battle. He's tier 5 Arty, which means he's got a much better chance of getting an ace tanker. Oh, just narrowly missed getting that Hellcat, and that's after the guy stopped and changed direction. And he would have damaged that M4, I think, as well, if the shell had actually hit target. Round out on the 3601. That definitely hit target, and that was a penetrating round. 421 hit points of damage. This thing will do 410 alpha, penetrating 53, and another penetrating shot on the VK. That guy must be getting pretty sad because he's lost virtually all his hit points in no time at all. It only takes about 9 seconds to reload this Arty. So it's very easy to get penetrating shots, or not penetrating shots, but continual shots on the same target to actually damage them repeatedly. Well, that looks like a penetrating shot as well, because it actually did 308 hit points for one shot. And a non-penetrating shot would probably do about, what, 200 hit points average roll? 205? So if he gets over 205, then he's definitely in the realms of penetrating. 199 off that one. He's really hitting these guys hard. He's only carrying standard HE in this battle. You get to carry 42 rounds on the Fifi. Going for the T29, or is it the T52? Oh, he fired at the spot thinking that thing was going to pull back. The T52, the premium light tank. Instead, this time around, he's going to go for T29. He didn't give enough lead, and the tank moved out of the way of the shell. You have to give enough lead to work out where the tank's going to be in the few seconds it takes the shell to travel over the other side of the battlefield. It's about 3 seconds flight time for the shell. That looks like it's going to be on target. Yep. Only hit the rear, but it tracked him. And they're being pushed down off the hill, the enemy. T29's been hit again, and whilst he's being tracked and held in that place, he's vulnerable. Another shell goes out, and another hit again, and he's been wiped out, so damage assist there. Okay, we've got 3 enemy tanks, two enemy tanks, a VK3601H hiding behind that rock. Just took a round right up his posterior. Gonna go for that M4A1 now. Rounds out on him. Oh, I could have sworn he'd be there, but he wasn't. He actually pulled forward just slightly, giving just enough lead to hit the target, and unfortunately it wasn't enough. Try and work out where to put the shell. The guy's backing away, so he's going to continue moving. And nope, that one didn't do any good. Now, the one thing you do have to worry about with this Arty is running short on shells. And 3 enemy tanks have been seen to the south of him on this map, on the west side of the map, which tends to indicate that, oh, he fired a shot at that VK, who's running away as fast as he can. Only got 6 hit points left. I think he's tracked himself, or did he? No, just narrowly missed him. Yeah, he needs to worry about those tanks to the south, because if they are coming towards him, the first warning he's going to get is when the leopard sees them, and he's right at the edge of the forest, but he's not well, not completely at the edge of the forest, so he might not get that much in the way of warning. Now, I'd counsel against blind firing at bushes, not until you're absolutely certain that the enemy's there. And there's the enemy Arty, or one of them. In fact, it's the only enemy Arty left. He fires at the M44. Long flight time for the shell, just narrowly misses him. And the next shot came in from a 3601H on our team, took him out. And there's that T-3485M. They are coming up from the south. Just too quick on the draw there, and he was seen. But there's no Arty to hit him now from the enemy team, so he can just take his time to take this guy out, and he gets a hit. But he was spotted, and so he's receiving fire. Needs to get below the ridgeline. His commander's out of action, so he needs to put the commander back in. Otherwise, his view range is going to go down. He hit his teammate there. He accidentally hit the leopard, but thank goodness there's no team damage anymore. Otherwise, he would have done a lot of damage on his own teammate. He's also... Oh, that's better. He was having difficulty trying to shoot that T-34 because he was actually below the ridgeline. So if he'd fired, he would have hit the ridgeline, and now he's actually getting problems trying to shoot that T-3485, but he can still see him. He needs for him to get closer. Oh, he's got killed. Okay, there's still some enemy tanks to the south, and he's going to need to come up out of the hole now and get his commander back in. And there's the Turan and the Excelsior, and now he can go to town on them. Oh, big hit! Potentially that's a high caliber, and there's 3 enemy tanks hiding behind that rock. Would you believe it? Misses that one, but he's running out of shells as well. The Excelsior should still be there. Fires a round in and gets a direct hit. The Turan goes down. The Excelsior's probably still there. Is he still there? Yes, he is. Is he still there? Yes, he is. The joke never gets old. Next shot will kill him. One more shell. That's all it needs. Kill shot. There's only one enemy left. It's the Ram 2, and there he is. Dialing in on that position. We've lost sight of him, but we fire a round in and, well, just narrowly miss him. But we can kill him with one shot on target. Here we go. Yes! Wins the game! Running Hawk wins the game. Kills the last enemy tank. And he only had 4 shells left at the end of that game. 4 shells. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's an ace tank of a Running Hawk in the 105 leFH18B2. He managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting these 5 critical hits. He got 13 in that one. A Gore's medal for doing more damage than 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And he also managed to get a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken down by other teammates. And his win rate was 7,043, which is Super Unicum standard and some. Let's have a look at team score. Highest damage, 2,823 hit points. The next highest scorer was a member of his own team, a Tiger 1, who got 1876. He also picked up a Confederate, so he obviously hit the same number of enemies. And the T29 managed 1,195. He also got a steel wall, but they were both beaten by that Chaffee Sport, which was, I think, the Super Hellcat on the enemy team with 1539. If we look at the number of kills, though, it was the T29 who did the best. He got 4 kills in that game, and 2 kills went to Running Hawk, the VK3601H, the T3485, in fact both of them, and 3 members of the enemy team, their T3485, their M44, and their AMX M445. When it came to base XP, it was Running Hawk. He was the lowest tier, and yet he was hitting high tier opponents. 1,164 base experience points, and nobody else managed to get over 1,000 base experience in that game. 822 went to the T29, 772 went to the T3485. He fired 38 rounds, only 4 rounds left at the end of the game. 19 direct hits, 4 penetrations, 4, yes, most of them were up on top of the hill. 20 splash, damage of 2,823 hit points, of which 2,593 were at more than 300 meters. So yes, he did hit some close encounters. The T3485 and the Ram 2 were quite close. 1 hit received. It was a penetrating shot. That was from the T-34-85. Yes, the 85mm round is just going to go straight through a Char B1. 8 enemy vehicles damaged, 2 killed, and 623 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 64,224 credits, got 32,112 from personal reserve bonus, so his total 96,336. And after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 90,764 credits. He picked up 4 bonds during that battle for the Gore's medal and the Confederate. Gore's medal's worth 3, the Confederate's worth 1. And he earned 1,746 XP times 3 for the first victory, and he got a reward for completing a mission of 3,492, and a reward because this is a premium vehicle, one of only 2 premium Artys in the game. There should be more. Wargaming's being a bit lax. They should be building more of them so they can make more money. And 1,746 from personal reserve bonus, so he took home a whopping 11,174 experience points altogether. He said he was dealing some damage on Malinovka. Yes, he certainly was. And yeah, 2 penetrating shots on that VK3601H. That poor guy, he must have just been hit at the wrong angle on the wrong part of the armour, but the shells just went straight through the hull like they were going through butter. And also he did the same to the AMX M445. As you can see there, that shell went right through him too. So yes, he was having a lot of luck with some of these shots on the enemy tanks up on the hill. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification button, the little bell symbol, so you get alerted when a new video comes out. And maybe leave a comment down below the video if you liked it or if you disliked it. Thanks for watching.